So, what really makes a curry house the best? Is it all about sticking to those classic, time honored traditions, or is it about being bold and trying something totally new? Today we're going to dive into this really fierce local competition where one small kitchen is trying to figure that out. So, let's get into it, the battle for the best curry house. All right. So over in Lancaster, a place that's, famous for its amazing food scene, the heat is seriously on. We're talking about 10 local spots, all battling it out right now for a pretty prestigious title. And that really brings us to the big question, right? In a town that's already packed to the brim with fantastic curry houses, what does it actually take to stand out and be crowned the absolute best?
Yeah, and look, this isn't just some casual argument you'd have with your friends. We're talking about a real, official culinary contest.
So what we've got here is the Lancashire Telegraph's official search for the best curry house. And the stakes? They're actually pretty high. Here's the thing. Tastes are changing, new takeaways are popping up all over the place, and a lot of those classic old-school curry houses, well, they're feeling the pressure. So for them, the challenge is huge. How do you stand out from the crowd, but still stay true to your roots? Okay, so to see how one place is taking on this exact challenge, let's zoom in and meet Khadija's kitchen. Now, the competition is stiff, especially where they're based in Darwin. The local paper basically says, Darwin has its fair share of curry houses serving up traditional dishes. I mean, that sets a really, really high bar for anyone trying to make a name for themselves, right? But then comes the twist. The article goes on to say, but one small business is serving up a real fusion of flavors. And that right there, that's their secret weapon. It's their whole angle for winning over the hearts and, the stomachs of the entire community. They're located on Duckworth Street, and what's interesting is that Khadija's kitchen isn't trying to be some fancy, super modern spot. Nope, their entire vibe is about bringing back that authentic, cozy feel of the little neighborhood curry house that so many of us grew up with and just love. So how exactly are they pulling this off? Well, let's take a peek at their menu, and we'll start with the classics. And check this out, because this really shows you their whole strategy. It's like a two-pronged attack. On one hand, you've got the absolute classics, the fan favorites like butter chicken and Rogan Josh. But then, on the other hand, they've got Khadija's specials. We're talking unique, signature dishes like the East Bengal garlic chili chicken that you're just not going to find anywhere else. It's literally the best of both worlds. But what really makes their menu pop is how they mix that tradition with some seriously bold modern ideas. Which brings us to the bad boy fusion. Okay, this is where things get really fun. Okay, so what in the world is a bad boy kebab? Get this, it's doner meat and chicken tikka cooked together in this special bad boy sauce, all sizzled up in a wok and then served on a fresh naan bread. It's like a takeaway classic, but totally leveled up with its own unique spin. And you can tell they really know their customers because for families, getting good value is everything, right? So just look at their family feast. You get a choice of 2 small traditional curries, plow rice, that famous bad boy kebab, onion bhajis, meat samosas, chips, salad and sauce, and a complimentary drink. It's the whole shebang, designed to feed the whole family and give them a taste of everything. And it's not like their creativity stops there, either. They're always adapting. For instance, last summer, they were doing these BBQ-ready meat boxes. So cool. It just shows they're constantly thinking ahead, always wondering what's next. So the big question is, how does a place like Khadija's Kitchen actually win this thing? Well, here's the most important part. This isn't decided by some fancy panel of food critics. Nope. It is all down to the community. And the way you vote is actually kind of wonderfully old school, which I love. It's super simple, just 2 steps. Step 1, you've got to pick up an actual physical copy of the Lancashire Telegraph. Step 2, you fill it out and cast your vote for your favorite curry house. That's it. So simple, so direct. But listen, if you want to get your vote in, you have got to be quick about it. Voting is only open until the end of the week. That's it. It really adds a sense of urgency to this whole thing. The community has a super short window to make its voice heard. And all of this leaves us with one final massive question. In this epic battle of flavor, of tradition versus fusion, who is the community going to crown as its champion? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.